Part 3. And so, their journey began. Rotrot never spoke of their destination. Yet, strangely enough, she never once lost her way. Whenever a crossroads appeared, she knew which path to choose. Eimund rode his own warhorse. Before coming to this land, he had been awarded the animal as a reward for helping save a city. The horse knew no fear. It was strong, large, and though its temper could be fierce, once it accepted a rider, it would charge through even the most dangerous battlefield without hesitation. It was Eimund's companion. Its name was Dag. After traveling for some time, they came upon a small village. The first to greet them was a child dressed in ragged clothes. The child stared at the little jewels decorating Rotrot's white horse. Then, in a flash, he snatched one and ran. Rotrot's voice rang out sharply. "Stop!" She turned her horse. But Eimund stepped forward. He said, "It appears to be a poor village. Could we not overlook the theft?" Rotrot answered coldly, "If that child keeps the jewel, thieves will soon come for his life. And if he learns that stealing is acceptable whenever survival is difficult, then one day he will become a thief himself." Eimund considered her words. Then he dismounted. Alone, he followed the child. Rotrot had been right. The child had already been caught by several villagers. They had beaten him with sticks and taken the jewel. When Eimund appeared, the villagers scattered in fear. A young woman rushed out from a nearby house. She looked like the child's mother. Throwing her arms around the injured boy, she trembled and said, "He has already been punished for the theft. Please, spare him." Eimund replied quietly, "If punishment has been given, is that truly the end of the matter? We have horses. If you can show us a place where they may drink, I will give you enough food for a night's meal." At that moment, Rotrot arrived, leading Dag behind her. With Eimund's assistance, she dismounted from the white horse. The mother guided them to a great tree. There they tethered the horses. While no one was looking, Eimund handed her food. In return, she brought water for the animals. Then Eimund examined the boy's wounds. The child's back was swollen and red from the blows. Eimund prepared a cloth with crushed herbs and laid it gently across the injuries. Watching him work, Rotrot said, "You seem remarkably skilled." Eimund smiled. "When I was a child, I was cared for under a doctor. I found that some of the things I learned there were useful." Rotrot murmured, "Oh, then perhaps you could have become a physician yourself." Eimund laughed softly. "I never possessed that much knowledge." To the physician's endless frustration, I was far more interested in learning how to wield a spear. Eventually the pain began to ease. The child wiped away his tears. In a small voice, he said, "Thank you." Eimund nodded. His voice was kind, but firm. "Stealing is dangerous. You must never do it again." The child lowered his head. "But a trader comes here. He exchanges stolen things for furs and firewood." At that moment, the mother returned carrying blankets from the house. Eimund looked around the village. Then he asked, "Why did you build a settlement in a place like this?" The woman answered with a weary expression. "We once lived in a town. But sickness spread during the summer. And we were forced to leave. There was a river here. So we settled beside it. But the road is nearby. Bandits come through. So do wandering traders. We know it is dangerous. Yet we can no longer imagine moving again." She was still young. Her eyes rose to meet Eimund's. Then, she reached out and lightly touched his leg. But the moment she noticed Rotrot standing nearby, her expression changed. Fear flashed across her face. Without another word, she hurried back into the house. And the next morning, the trouble began. Dad was gone.